Hi everyone, Sarah here again today with another layout with the Adventure Awaits, but I'm actually using the add-on from Mercy Tiara, the travel add-on, and that is what I am using for this layout. I am going to sit here and I'm going to put some things up in my little 3-bin clear ephemera thingy holder up top. Just little bits that I've already cut out. I'm going to sit up in there. And then I'm going to go through and pull out some of the papers that I want to use on this layout. I pull out some of the papers from that 6x8 paper pad. I have 2 of them right there on the side already. And then some papers from the larger 12x12 sheets as well. So I just flipped through to see if there's anything else I wanted. And then I don't know if anybody's noticed, but I'm kind of on a circle kick lately. So I pulled out my circle punches. And I'm going to go ahead and punch a bunch of circles out. I don't know what it is about this paper, okay? I pretty much chose this paper and figured, hey, everything else is going to go along with it. But I thought it was cute. It's got towels and popsicles and swimsuits and birds and SPF and little alligators, those little birdies for when you play badminton and all sorts of stuff. So I wanted that one. So I went ahead and used it. And then I just grabbed some others that would go with the colors that were in it. And I went ahead and punched circles out of those. This was one of the 12x12 sheets. I had cut down, kind of gutted a page to make a layout a while back and didn't actually end up using it. I used some of the gutted portion to add to my other layout. So now I'm going ahead and punching circles out of this one. I thought I was going to use that dark yellowy orange and I decided against it. I wasn't digging the way it looked with it, and there wasn't a lot in the ephemera that kind of went with that color. You see, I tried to use the orangey color anyways, and it says went on vacation. I don't use it. I pull it here in a second. So there it goes. Bye-bye. I decided to go ahead and use this checkered paper. I love this. I don't know why. Again, I just like checkers. It kind of reminds me of my childhood. I swear in the early 90s, I had a shirt that looked like this, but it was, instead of it being like the off-white in the background, it was black with all these colors on it. And I loved it. I loved that shirt. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and use my edge distressor and I am going to rough these things up. I am totally not going to lie. I have busted so many of my fingernails over the last week doing things, moving stuff, and all sorts of things like that, that my fingernails aren't really going to help me that much trying to rough up the edges. So I am very happy that I at least have unpacked my edge distressor and I know where it is so that I can actually use it. So I'm just going to continue going through and roughing everything up, gluing things down. I move things here and there. I actually pull a piece off here in a minute, but I move things around. Excuse my voice. I don't keep them all exactly where they were. I don't even map my photos on this layout. This is a really, really quick layout. I think the last few layouts I've done, any design team or anything that I've really done, have been pretty quick layouts. I like my layouts, but I kind of miss adding a little more to them. I think once I get fully settled and I'm able to find all of my things, I think that will settle me a little more and I can get back to crafting a little more, doing a little more of what I used to do. But at this point, I'm kind of doing with what I can find in my crafty area right now. So please forgive me. I am trying. There was the one I pulled off. I was going to put it back on and figured there was too much of the darker blue there. And so I kept it off the layout because I still had another one I was going to put back on. And I do love this little checkered one. And you see, I put that other blue one in a completely different place. So like I said, I do move things around. I don't keep them exactly where they are, which is kind of normal for me. If you've been here before, you know I do that all the time. So I just move things and mess with them. Here I'm going to go ahead and trim off the edges of those circles that went over on both sides. I kind of hate that I also use that page as my background because the other side, it's that Vicky Bouton paper and it has tags all over it. And I wanted to fussy cut those things so bad. But I was a big girl and I made the choice. I was going to use the paper because I didn't want a white background. And it's just such a subtle pink on there. It's not bad. And so I decided to use that as my background. I went ahead and grabbed the foam stickers, and I used Go Explore as my title. I taped the picture of my daughter down to the layout, and then I'm popping this one up on some really thin foam adhesive. So it's a picture of her and the first ever sandcastle that she's actually got to build on a beach. So this is one of my other daughters. So I have been scrapbooking these pictures from our trip, and I have scrapbooked my youngest, and this is my oldest daughter, and she really wasn't ready for the photo. So, and if you actually look in the photo of her, you can actually see her sister in the far background out there in the water. So she is out there with her aunt and her uncle. But yeah, they kind of were both doing their own thing. It really surprised me because the youngest usually doesn't like water. The oldest usually loves it. And they completely swapped places in this situation. And my oldest stayed pretty much on land. She did get out in water. You've seen pictures of that. But she didn't stay in the water. I was so surprised that my youngest did. And I've said that multiple times now. So she stayed and played in the sand and built a sandcastle for the first time and had a blast. She played with her cousin. So, yeah, I had to get the pictures, though. I went ahead and added some stickers from the 12 by 12 cardstock sticker sheet that was in the kit. It's simple stories. I added some word stickers: the best view, enjoy the moment, days like these, smile, and happy place. I added a couple more foam stickers, which are geotags, and some little flowers. And, of course, that adorable swimsuit behind the Go Explore. I decided I wanted more color on the bottom. So I thought I was going to do this on the top too, but I end up only doing it to the bottom. But I add that rainbow stripe because I love it. Here's where you see me thinking about adding it. I go against that, and that finishes this layout. I really hope that you enjoy this. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe, and then go check out the links below and see the kits that are available at mercytiarakits.com. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.